day 6, I think it is. I'm losing track of this tournament, and it's the second match day game we are witnessing here tonight. It's New Zealand, Philippines, and especially excited for this one. This is a huge opportunity for New Zealand tonight. If they win, they bring themselves in a great opportunity to qualify for the round of 16. They just about do it, and it's a packed stadium in Wellington, which is great to see. This is a huge day for New Zealand football, who have already had a historic tournament already, with that win alone against Norway on the opening match of the tournament. But here we are for the live watch along. A little bit of an early one tonight. Today, I should say. It's 3:30 p.m. Streaming here from the Central Coast of New South Wales. Val Hoon's here. Troy says, looking forward to this one. Me too, man. I'm keen. Dom's in the chat as well. Good to see you guys here. It's been good. These streams have been all over the place. We've had some morning streams. It was like 11 a.m. I think for USA and Vietnam. We've got some later ones coming up, some 8 o'clock streams coming up as well. Kyron's in the chat. How's it going? Good. I hope you guys are enjoying your Tuesday so far. But yeah, it's actually been a really warm day here on the coast. I was out earlier today and back in time for this one. This is the second game that we are seeing today. Colombia picked up a pretty impressive 2-0 victory over South Korea earlier today in Sydney. And that's an important win for Colombia. We saw Germany last night. Those were the two Group H matches, the Germany-Morocco game and then Colombia-South Korea. Germany were dominant last night. We were live for that game. And that was the most convincing performance of the tournament for me, by far. They're going to go a long way this tournament, Germany. But Colombia, a big win for them, puts them in pole position to finish second, you'd imagine. Julian's here as well. Says, good afternoon, Lockie. How are you today? I'm doing pretty well, Julian. I'm doing really, really well, actually. I was out catching some nice sunshine about an hour or so ago. So, yeah, it's actually been a beautiful day after a little bit of rain here. What's the weather like where you guys are tuning in from? I know we've got some people tuning in from across Australia and our international viewers who are jumping in as well. So let me know where you guys are, what the weather's like where you guys are. It's improved a little bit here today. Karen saying New Zealand going through to the knockouts. This is a huge opportunity for them, isn't it? If they get it done. Yeah, man. Dom says, can't believe it's the second round of matches already. I know, right? It's gone quickly. It's gone really, really quickly. Spencer says, good afternoon, Lockie. Tuning in from the FIFA Fan Festival in Brisbane. Spencer, love it. Love it. We've had a few people in the chat. Dom's been down there, I think, as well to the fan festival, and that's awesome. Spencer, how's the vibes down there? Let us know. Is it pretty packed for this one? What's it looking like down there at Brisbane? Dom says it's a good place to watch some football. All right, Butter's here as well. Butter, a New Zealand fan. I'm at the game. Butter's at the game. Butter's in the stadium. Butters in the stadium and try to bring in an inflatable sheep. Is that right? Am I reading that correctly? Make me throw away the inflatable sheep. Right. Wow. Troy's on the coast, of course. Julian says, can't wait for this one. I hope Philippines get the win because Beard and my chat, let's expand that out. Beard and Sawicki are both West United players are in the squad. Of course, a couple of A-League players. Setchko's Mariners goalkeeper on the bench for Philippines as well. Yeah, man. Spencer says, about 600 Colombian fans showed up. The atmosphere's electric. That's a good turnout. Wow. That's a good turnout indeed. All right, we are set for kickoff in this one. We are set for kickoff. A packed stadium in Wellington for this one, which is so great to see. A monumental occasion for the people of New Zealand. And coming off the win against Norway, you'd probably back them to get the win here. And we are set to get underway here. Of course, the slight delay here off the YouTube live stream, so please just be courteous of not spoiling anything for anyone in the chat too quickly. But we are underway in Wellington. And is it raining? This is the third game to be played in Wellington. We've done watch-alongs for every Wellington game so far, which is just a coincidence. Spain, Costa Rica, that was very rainy. Sweden, South Africa. That was incredibly rainy. And it doesn't appear to be raining. I mean, Butter's in the stadium. So Butter's in Wellington right now in the stadium. And Butter is a regular viewer of our live streams here. Butter, how's the weather in Wellington? It doesn't appear to be raining. There's an early ball through for Wilkinson. Hannah Wilkinson, the star of that first match against Norway, could get on the score sheet again here tonight. The Melbourne City striker. Quite a few A-League women's players involved across both teams. Both New Zealand and Philippines. This is probably a clash where we have the highest number of current A-League women's players. Because even in the Matilda squad, I think there's only two, Claire Hunt and Courtney Vine. I think are the only two current A-League women's players even in Australia's squad. This is a bright start from New Zealand. They're looking to get on the attack early here, and it's a good move down the left. Wilkinson central, but it's cleared away. All right, here we go. That's right. Butter's our stadium correspondent. We always seem to have it. Every time we do a stream, there's always someone who tunes in from the stadium, which is great, dude. I love it. Not planned at all. It's great. We get an idea of what the vibes are like. Oh, dude, that was a dangerous cross. Dude, New Zealand have started really brightly in the opening couple of minutes, which is exciting to see. Philippines, we know that they went down 2-0 to Switzerland in their first game. They were okay. They had a disallowed goal in the first half, but they'll be hoping for better here. And after going down, they'll be looking at this game as one that they need to get points from. Really a win. A win is probably a must here for Philippines, knowing that they have Norway in their final group stage game. So if they fail to win here, it could mean the end for Alan Stajic and the Philippines. And there's already there's a stoppage here with the referee, whose maybe communication pack isn't working. She's getting something changed out. So we'll have a short stoppage here. New Zealand, thank you very much for the super chat. Sorry, Butter, thanks for the super chat. I read New Zealand dollars and said New Zealand. Justice for the sheep. Justice for the inflatable sheep, man. I like the creativity, though. I like the creativity of the inflatable sheep. I appreciate the super chat, Butters. Charlie, hope you're doing okay, man. Hope you're doing all right. Don't forget, you can send through super chats here throughout our live streams. Goes a long way to helping support the channel, helping us get some more match days, get some more vlogs in there, and allows me to keep making that sweet content for y'all. So I appreciate it, Butter. So after a bit of a stoppage here, the referee getting some technical difficulties with the referee. I think it's now sorted out. Not often you see that. Alan Stajic, he's rocking this. Alan Stajic looks like the coldest guy in this tournament. It's same as the first game. He's wearing like this huge puffer jacket and the beanie which like goes right up to his eyes. It's as if like he doesn't want to be spotted or something. Former Central Coast Mariners coach, Sydney FC women's coach, Alan Stajic, and of course former Matildas coach. Wilkinson. Oh, there's space on the left, but there's a potential offside here. Potential offside. It is kept in by hand. 1-on-1. Nice play. Oh, that's a decent delivery. And Wilkinson was chilling. And the shot is deflected. And that looks like it should have been a corner. I think it is. So, very, very bright start from the Kiwis here. This is very, very good. And you got to say that surely the home advantage here, the packed Wellington Regional Stadium, is really going to play a factor in this game tonight. You can sense it. You can sense that this could be potentially be a special tournament for New Zealand. It's going to be Percival, the captain, to whip in this first corner, the outswinger. It's a very deep delivery. It's headed back towards goal and just flicked wide off Riley. So, oh my goodness me. Did New Zealand change captains tonight? Asked Dom. Was Percival the captain for the first game? I thought she... Oh, no. Was it Riley? Good point, Dom. It might have been Riley. Was Riley the captain in the first game? I can't recall off the top of my head. But Butters will know. Butters will know, the New Zealand fan. I've missed some chats here. Let me catch up on the chats. Is it just me, or does the Philippines kit look similar to Argentina? I know what you mean. There's a white with a bit of blue to it. It does sort of look a bit like that. What else are we saying here? Julian says, Lockie, what do you think of the signing of Riku Danzaki to Western United? I reckon he could shine this season. It's a good signing. It's a good signing because when Riku's at his best, which he was a few years ago for Brisbane, he's one of the best playmakers in the A-League. So it's an interesting signing too, because I'm curious to see how they go. John Aloisi goes playing both Danzaki and Pena together, if they are both to start together. I'd imagine maybe like Pena through the middle and Danzaki out wide. There's a lot that they could do there with those two. It's an exciting combination. And, with like Noah Botic, those two supplying someone like Noah Botic, that's a winning combination for Western, so I like it. I haven't done the griddle today, but I intentionally haven't done the griddle because we're going to do it at halftime. We're going to do it at halftime live on stream. Just to show you guys that I'm not cheating or anything. But also it's fun to do it on stream. But for those that don't know, Griddle's this new game, which seems to be, which Dom kindly introduced to me, where it's basically you have to like guest A-League plays and stuff. Yeah, man. What else are we saying here? Loving the Women's World Cup kit, says Spencer. Troy says has a random question. I'm playing FIFA 23. How much wage do you normally give A-League players? Don't want to overspend. For memory, I mean, I usually play with dollars. So with dollars, sometimes it's only like, 1,000 for their wage. Sometimes the bigger players are closer to like 10,000. But yeah, they don't have to. It's not a crazy amount. Sometimes for like the lower rated players, closer to like, if you're like going below 60, you could probably go below 1,000 in dollars. They got me pretty good today, says Dom. Yeah, I'm keen to check it out. We did yesterday's griddle quiz at the end of last night's stream, which some of you guys were here for, and it was good. It was fun. I got all of them correct, which I was very fortunate to. But we'll see how we go today. I've seen it. I haven't looked at it closely, but I've seen that there's something about red cards. It involves red cards. So it's good to see that like it's not simply just like, who's played for these two teams. It's bringing stats in there as well, which is interesting. This is a good chance for New Zealand. The cross is cleared. Philippines in defense mode early here. The only griddle I know is a frying pan. So yeah, so for those that don't know, griddle is this new A-League quiz game. And the website is griddlegame.com. Griddlegame.com. We're going to play it at halftime. So stick around at halftime in this game. We're going to give it a run. And it's sort of like Wordle in where you sort of can play as Wilkinson. Shot goes over the bar. It's sort of like Wordle where it's a new game every 24 hours, which is cool. So you can sort of, compare your scores every day, which is very nice. Ooh, Charlie with an interesting question here. If the Matildas and the Lionesses play each other, what's the score on two legs? One game hosted by each country. It's an interesting one. I mean, we did see the Matildas defeat England in a friendly earlier this year, hey. And that was in England. It would be tough. It'd be close. We know England's quality. England weren't at their best the other night against Haiti, that's for sure. I think it'd be a win either way. I'm probably just play it safe and just say a win for Aussie on home soil, win for England on their home soil. Yeah. I think that'd be pretty even. Spencer says there's a good 400 people at the Brisbane Fan Fest at the moment. Very nice. Very nice. Oh my gosh, I didn't scroll down. I'm so sorry, you guys. I'm like so delayed on these chat messages. I forgot to scroll down, so I'm caught up now. You're watching Switzerland tonight. We will be watching the game, but no live stream. But no live stream for that one. Just this one is our one and only live stream for today. We've got another one coming up tomorrow. The live stream schedule is in the community tabs on the channel. So you can head to the Coast Watch Football YouTube channel, and in the community tab, you can see the graphic there that has the post that has the schedule. So we're, of course, live for this one for today. We'll be live tomorrow afternoon for Spain v Zambia. And then we've got 2 watch-alongs on Thursday. Thursday's a big day. In the morning at 11 a.m. Australian Eastern Standard, we are watching USA Netherlands, which is crazy that we're getting such a big game in the group stage. That'll be great. Really intrigued to watch that one. I honestly think that one might end a draw. And then, of course, we'll be live for Australia-Nigeria, which is going to be huge. It's going to be a different energy for that one, that's for sure. It's going to be there's going to be party mode, hopefully, if Australia win. We're going to be live on Friday morning at 10 a.m. That's our earliest one yet. For Argentina, South Africa. And the reason why we're watching that early game is because later that night I'll be in Sydney for England v Haiti. It doesn't stop. Ladies and gentlemen. Almost 12 minutes in, New Zealand 0, Philippines 0, but it is all New Zealand who are dominating possession and field position, and Alan Stajic is it looks slightly agitated on the side on the sidelines. The Philippines head coach, the Australian, urging his team to stay organised and stay in this game. Namar's in the chat. How's it going? So yes, just to clarify, Valhoon asks, watch along for England, Denmark. So I'll be at the game. I'll definitely be at the game for that one. So no watch along for that one. So on Friday we'll be live for Argentina, South Africa in the morning. Josh, I'm doing well, man. Good to see you here again, Josh. Hope you're enjoying your Tuesday so far. I'm doing very, very well. I had a nice day today. I mowed some lawns today. Got some sunshine. Had some lunch out and about. And worked on a video too. Later tonight, my Australia v Nigeria predictions video will be coming out later tonight. So keep an eye out for that one. Of course, Spencer will be at the game. We'll be at the Australia-Nigeria game. Surely it's going to be just about sold out in Brisbane for that one, hey? Nama asks, what are your thoughts on Morocco v Germany? It was a dominant display from Germany. Morocco, despite the scoreline though, Morocco were like okay for periods of that game. They were in it. Morocco were in it, but Germany were just ruthless in front of goal, hey? Josh says, I wouldn't mind a draw or a Philippines win. It would certainly make things interesting in this group, and this set piece for Philippines is cleared away by New Zealand. So that was the Philippines' first real sight in the opposition box. But here we go. New Zealand can break here. And plays it back. The home advantage here for New Zealand. I'd expect we'll get them across the line today. Even if they do go down first, even if Philippines score first, man, this game won't be done till the very end because we know this crowd is going to try and get their team across the line tonight. Stephanie's here as well. How's it going? Dr. Dingo. Dingo says, isn't it crazy? There's only been one game where both teams have scored. That's true, isn't it? There's still only been one, hey. And that was, what was the game where, there's been so many games now, it's all turning into a blur. This is what, day 6 of the tournament? It's all turning into a bit of a blur. What was the game where both teams scored? I'm trying to remember. Denmark, China, no. Netherlands, no. What was the game where both teams scored? Someone remind me. I've completely blanked. Anyway. Charlie asks, what are your most amount of views in a live? At one time, our most viewed live stream, I think by far, was last year when we did a live watch along for the Australia v Peru World Cup playoff. That in that penalty shootout we had like a few hundred people here, which it was obviously a big game, hey. Sweden, South Africa. Thanks, Dom, Dingo, and Josh for reminding me of that one. Of course, yeah, we were live for that one. How did I forget? A couple days ago. Heavy challenge there. That was a very strong challenge indeed from Quezada, Philippines midfielder. Dangerous challenge on Percival. Let's adjust this a little bit. There we go. It's a bit better. Yeah, Sweden, South, isn't it? It is crazy, isn't it? I mean, Sweden, South Africa are one of the only games where there's been two teams have scored. Spencer says, I was at the fan fest in Brizzy last night for Argentina, Italy. Game was madness. The Italian fans went crazy. Yeah, I'm keen to get down. My plan is to try and get to one of the Sydney fan fests on Friday night. The schedule for Friday night is to go to England, Denmark, which should be packed Friday night. And then after that, half an hour after that, who's it that's playing? It's China. Is it Panama who's in that group? Goodness me. No, it wouldn't be Panama. It's China, Haiti, I think. I think it's China, Haiti is the late game on Friday. So I might get down to the fan fest in Sydney for that one. And might try the fries, and the new sauces. Apparently, I don't know if other fan fests have this. Does the Brisbane fan fest have this? But like in the Sydney one, I've seen that there's like a Macca's pop-up shop, and they just sell fries, but they have like 2 special edition sauces. Why isn't Australia playing today? Yeah, I guess Australia a little bit lucky to get a couple days extra off. Hey, just the way the schedule works. Thoughts on the Colombia-South Korea game? I didn't get around to watching the entire thing, but from what I did see, Colombia deserved their win, and probably a little bit disappointing from South Korea. I was expecting a draw from that game. I thought it would be a bit tighter, but Colombia could be a dark horse in the knockout stage. No Macca's in Brizzy, says Dom. Maybe it must be a Sydney exclusive thing then. Butter's back as well. How's the vibes there, Butter? Justice for the sheep. I love this. I love this comment from Charlie who says, because I got straight A's in my report, I'm going to the final and 2 quarterfinals. Charlie, that's very exciting for you. Awesome stuff. Brizzy has a 5-a-side though. Brizzy has a 5-a-side. Says, let's say I may need a few more games to build match fitness. I think I'm in the same boat with you there, Spencer. That'd be cool. I hope Sydney has one. That'd be cool to check out. Okay. Yeah, good job, Charlie. But it says, great view, great chips, good performance. Great to hear, Butter. Yeah, it looks packed. From the broadcast, it looks absolutely packed. This is certainly the biggest attendance that Wellington has had this tournament so far. This is the 3rd game that Wellington have hosted this tournament so far. New Zealand, just working the ball around. Looking to find an avenue, but they're certainly committing numbers forward here, New Zealand. And it's Ali Riley down from left back who's got an opportunity to deliver. She'll go short. And they do lose possession in the end there. Hassett. Still on. CJ Bott goes long range. That's blocked. So Philippines, 20 minutes in. Defensively pretty sound. They'll be looking to go on the counter-attack here. Breaks down quickly. So, New Zealand, strong start. Just need to create some more chances here. Weddle, sorry to hear about your injury, my friend. Hope your recovery goes all right. We've got a few people in the chat who are injured at the moment. We've got a few people who are unfortunately carrying injuries. I think Dom's carrying an injury as well. So we hope you guys recover from any injuries that you might have sustained in football or wherever. You're watching Bayern versus Man City. I haven't really been keeping up with many of the friendly games just because the focus has been on this tournament, on the World Cup. So Been catching some of the results. I saw that Spurs Leicester the other day got rained out. They didn't end up playing the game. But yeah, obviously there's been like a lot of Premier League sides playing over in the US, which has been cool. Japanese food and Mediterranean barbecue. Wow, in Brisbane, is that right? Wow. The West Sydney Wanderers training ground have 5-a-side. Indeed, they do. It's very nice. I've driven past it. I've driven past it. I haven't actually been there, but I've driven past it. It looks nice. It's pretty similar to what Central Coast Mariners have. Those coasties will know that Central Coast Mariners have a Soccer Fives complex up there at Tuggerah, which I used to play at every week. I haven't played there for a number of years now, but yeah, it's good having the 5-a-side stuff. Free kick for Philippines here in their attacking half. Bolden earns the free kick. Troy says PSG play Al Nassr tonight at 8 p.m. Dom says, I'm injured and basically retired because of it. Not cool for Dom. Not cool indeed. Not cool. No sport for the rest of the year, dude. That is rough. That is rough. Well, hopefully the all the action on the screen, on the television screens can keep you entertained. Ball over the top. It's gonna roll through to Essen. 22 minutes in. Philippines 0, New Zealand 0. Tight game so far. New Zealand mostly in control, but Philippines with a couple free kicks. Spencer asks, Lockie, what's your soccer position? I play right back. Well, I haven't played like club football, like 11-a-side in like, gosh. I played for one season like 10 years ago, and then before that, I hadn't played since I was like 15. Yeah, so it's essentially been over a decade since I played. But when I did play, I was a central midfielder, predominantly defensive midfielder. My one thing that I wasn't the fittest or anything or the strongest. My one thing that I was okay at was passing. So I often played in midfield, defensive midfield. Yeah, I was decent with the pass back in the day. Julian says, I wish more A-League sides played Premier League or La Liga teams next off-season. Yeah, it'd be cool to get more. It'd be cool to get some more, wouldn't it? The USA are getting spoiled right now, aren't they? They've got so many Premier League teams over there. Good chance for the Philippines! It's in! Well, against the run of play, the Philippines have scored. The ball was lifted in, and Essen couldn't keep it out. It's a huge moment for Bolden, the Philippine striker who nods at home. Look at Alen Stajic, man. He's staying calm and composed on the sideline. The New Zealand players are into a huddle. But a huge upset here at Wellington. Philippines hit the lead. My goodness me. Butter's not happy. Spencer's shooketh. Says, what a header. So the long-range free kick, no offside. Everyone was on. It wasn't dealt with. They just didn't deal with it properly. Hassett failed to clear it. Percival couldn't block the cross. And, I mean, that's really disappointing defending. Bolden is against 3 defenders there. Bolden has 3 defenders in that vicinity. Well, 2. She's sandwiched between 2 there. Yet she manages to rise above. And Essen has to do better there. It's right in front of her. Essen, the goalkeeper, has to do better there. Really, really disappointing. Really disappointing, dude. So, Philippines take a lead here. And they had a few free kicks. That was the 3rd one in succession that the Philippines had. And they have scored first here in Wellington, which would have silenced the crowd in Wellington, I'm sure. 25 minutes in. This one is nicely set up. Both these teams so eager for win in this game, knowing that their final group stage matches are going to be difficult. New Zealand have Switzerland, Philippines have Norway. New Zealand looking to hit back, and they've got a corner here. So this is opening up now. New Zealand playing with a bit more pace here. Josh says New Zealand just don't look on today, to be fair. They started brightly. And they were adventurous in the first 5-10 minutes. Let's see what they can do from this corner here. Percival needs a better delivery here this time around. Wilkinson's the target. It's okay. Flicked away. No one was attacking it in the middle there. Riley committing the foul there. So, pardon me. Philippines doing a very, very good job so far of defending, limiting New Zealand. I don't know if New Zealand have had a single... Well, they've had a couple shots, but they've all been off target. They're doing a decent job so far. How old are you? Because you do not look older than 25. What would you guys guess is my age? I'm always curious hearing people's guesses. Interesting that you think I don't look older than 25. I'll take it as a compliment. But yeah, if you guys had to guess how old I was, what would you say? Plenty of time for New Zealand here. But in front of the home crowd, they want to perform here, man. They want to perform. 27, 29, 24... 24, 32. Charlie's guess just jumped from 24 to 32. I feel like it's 24. Interesting guesses. I am, you know what's funny? I don't know why. I always almost forget. 27. 27. 27. Currently 27. Sometimes I legitimately forget. When you pass 25, it all sort of turns into a bit of a blur. That's my experience, at least. Only 32 completed passes for Philippines, and they've already got a goal. 150 for New Zealand. There is a player down here injured for the Philippines. Slight concern here. And they will pause play now. I think it's Zilou who's down. It is. Oh my God, it's back in the chat as well. Weren't far off, indeed, Dom. No, I did get it. What star sign? I'm Sagittarius. I think I'm a Taurus. Right? It actually happened on a stream. It was in one of our A-League streams a couple months ago. I forgot. I told everyone I was 28, and I was like, oh, hang on, I'm 27. I'm 27. And I was like, oh, I forgot my age, which was embarrassing. Riley. Good pass in front of Bot. What can New Zealand do here? Not much. Not much. Some sloppy mistakes here from the Kiwis, and that's going to be no foul. Okay, interesting. I thought it was going to be another free kick for the Philippines. This has been a very competitive performance so far from the Philippines. They are winning the ball, winning tackles, and are really starting to take control of this game. Bolden, the goal scorer, on the left. Nice move. Bolden inside. This is huge for the Philippines. Can they get it clear, dude? Just about, but it's still on. Ball swung in. Keeper's out. This is a bit nervy. This is a bit nervy for New Zealand. This is probably not that. After getting the win against Norway, they'll probably... Maybe they're just being a little bit complacent heading into this game. Can't wait to see Norway, Switzerland. Yeah, taking place after this one. Huge game. Very important game, especially for Norway. They need to win. They need to win. Nama, interesting question. Which Central Coast Mariners player that left you felt like crying? Like ever from all time? Like as in like which Central Coast Mariners player that left did I feel like crying? Of all time, probably Mile Jedinak. I mean, I was a kid at the time. But yeah, Mile Jedinak, who left in what, 2018? 2008. 2008. And if you know my age, you can calculate how old I was back then. Yeah, I was a kid. And I remember we used to watch Mile Jedinak banging in free kicks for the Mariners. And when he left, it was pretty sad because he was so key for us. He was doing so well. I think the Norway game, let me double check what time the Norway-Sweden game is on. What time is it on? It's after this one. Norway-Sweden kicks off at 6 p.m. my time, so that's half an hour after this one finishes. Yeah, so not long. Spencer, I would absolutely love Matty Ryan back at Central Coast Mariners. I would love Matty Ryan back at Central Coast Mariners. I would love Trent Sainsbury back at Mariners. Heck, I would take Tom Rogic back at Mariners. There's a lot of players I'd love to see back at Mariners. It could happen too. I mean, Danny Vukovic came back. Matty Ryan could come back in 4 or 5 years' time. He's still good enough to be playing at a top level in Europe. Ooh, okay, here's the interesting one. So, if you're just tuning in, Butter in the chat is at the game right now. Butter, our Kiwi correspondent in Wellington, asks, should I go get some food and risk missing a goal? I wouldn't. I don't. What do you guys do at games? Do you guys ever leave during a half? Like to go to the bathroom or get food? Like, what's your guys' policy on that? Just personally for yourselves. I don't. Like, if it's, I tell you what, if I'm just a neutral, like, yeah, probably. But if it's my team, I wouldn't leave. I'd wait till halftime. I'm sure Brisbane fans would take Bruce and Mackay now and get back. Yes. I'm sure they would. How old would those guys be now? They'd be late 30s, I imagine. Mackay might be in his 40s now. I don't know. Julian would go at halftime? Yeah. Never, says Josh. Yeah. I try to get, when it comes to food and drink at games, I try to get everything done before kickoff. Especially if it's like a mad busy game, because then it's just like at Central Coast at Industry Group Stadium on Central Coast when it's packed out. It's pretty tricky moving around. Oh, good delivery! Great chance for New Zealand. Hand miss hit with the strike. Ends up with Riley again. So that was a good delivery from Ali Riley off the left, man. Really nice. Really nice. Ooh, good question here from Namar. Do you believe that the 22-23 season was the best A-League season? Honestly? I mean, like, it's tricky, right? In terms of the football, I actually think it was. In terms of the football, okay? I don't know if we can say it was the best just because there was a lot of off-field stuff that went on that hindered things a little bit. Let's just say that. So in terms of the football, I thought the 2022-23 season was fantastic. Melbourne City tearing it up. Mariners and Adelaide were great. Wanderers resurgence. Sydney FC were sort of inconsistent, but were solid. Wellington were fun to watch last season. And the battle with the bottom six. Like the battle with the bottom six. All those teams were in contention to play finals right to the end there. So in terms of the football itself, I would say it was the best. And I'm not just saying that because my team won in the end. But that certainly did contribute to things. That certainly helped my enjoyment. That's a fair point, Butter. That's the only thing about when you're at a stadium and you want to get food. Halftime can be tricky because that's when everyone goes. So the lines are long. The lines are Watchalong. And it's a great point, Dom, who says the fan resurgence was good to see last season as well. It was. Numbers were creeping up, man. At Central Coast, on the Central Coast, dude, was great. It was awesome. Over 10,000 for our last regular season game against Melbourne City. And we sold out our semi-final against Adelaide. So here on the coast, it was great. Sydney FC were back at their traditional home stadium. Wellington back playing all their games in New Zealand. They had decent crowds. Adelaide had really good crowds. Who else had good crowds last year? Adelaide. Yeah. That's the thing, yeah. Like all those things you mentioned there, Julian, that's the only thing that sort of lets it down, unfortunately. And you're right, Julian, who says hopefully the Women's World Cup can bring football back up. It's going to be huge. I think there's going to be some real excitement for the domestic leagues coming off this tournament. I mean, fingers crossed. Especially for A-League Women's. I think it's going to really... people are going to be keen to get along to some A-League Women's games now. I know I am, especially with my Central Coast Mariners joining the competition. I'm definitely getting to some A-League Women's games this season, man. New Zealand building, but can't penetrate this Philippines backline who are playing really, really well today. Very, very solid at the back of the Philippines. That 4-4-2, really, that they're setting up with. Potential offside here for Riley. She delivers towards Wilkinson. Headed away. Still on. That shot's going to trickle wide. There. It was Bowen who was getting forward, man, from defense. That's Charlie sent Central Coast Mariners Stadium food is only pies and beer for away fans. There isn't the best range. It could be better. Yeah. Charlie says Allianz Stadium has the best food, sadly from a Wanderers fan. Yeah, I mean, it's such a nice modern stadium. I personally haven't had food from... I don't often get food at stadiums, personally. I'll get food like before or after somewhere else. But from like the outlets, Allianz Stadium has so many food outlets. Like, just go to their website and have a look at the list. I think there's like sushi. I think there's pizza, burgers. There's a good variety. What else was there? There was something else. I was like, I don't know. They've got a good range there at Allianz Stadium, that's for sure. Spencer says Suncorp Stadium is decent. Even has a Red Rooster stand. Is that right? Nice. I remember the old Allianz Stadium before it got renovated had an Oporto. I don't know about you guys. I love Oporto. You guys like Oporto? It's only in Australia. It's only is it? Is Oporto only in Australia? I think it is. I know it started at Bondi. Yeah, I dig that when stadiums have like actual food outlets there. There was once I went to an AFL game at Giant Stadium in Sydney as well. I think they have a Subway. I don't know if it's still there. It was a couple of years ago. They had a Subway at Giant Stadium, which is cool. Kebabs for days, says Spencer. So Butter's ordering food right now, I think, and he says all I ordered was chips, and it's a 10-minute wait. There you go. To be fair, it is packed. Josh loves a Porto. Let's go, Porto. Let's go. Only in Australia and New Zealand. Okay, there you go. Julian says a Porto is really good. It's good, right? It's like my go-to cheat meal, if you can call it that. All right. 5 minutes remaining in this half before injury time. Down the left. It's a decent run, and Wilkinson was sneaking in. There. Hassett down the left with the delivery. Just off target. So some of the execution seems to be lacking today for New Zealand, who are getting into good areas of the pitch. But whether it's the cross, whether it's the pass, they're just not picking the right one at the moment. Bondi burger for the win, eh? Hot dog. Yeah. I used to get hot dogs. I only ever had a Porto once. It was great. It's one of those things. A Porto is one of those things. We always end up talking about food in these streams. We always end up talking about food, which is great. To be fair, our last few streams I have been like eating at the same time, which I don't like to do during a stream. But it's one of those things, Portos. Like once you get into it and you find something that you like, it's like if you're getting like fast food, it's the go-to for me at least. There's a injury here. I want to see a replay of this. Hannah Wilkinson. It is going to be a yellow card. So Hannah Wilkinson in the box there. Colliding with one of the Philippine defenders. Was that a hip or a knee? That looked really rough. I think it was on Harrison. Really rough, dude. So it's a yellow card here. It is Harrison who sustained the challenge from Wilkinson. Hopefully she's okay. She's looks a bit distressed on the floor. Favorite fast food? I guess I'd say a Porto for favorite fast food. Now grilled. I mean, I love grilled. I love Guzman, Gomez. Are they fast food? Like, is Mexican fast food? Like, I don't know. Dom says, I got chicken tenders and chips at the England game on Saturday. The girlfriend got pepperoni pizza. Looked great. I should just do a series. Maybe I should do a series. And you guys could like sponsor this, you know? Where like I go to, in the upcoming A-League season in Australia and New Zealand, I like go to like every stadium and like just rate their food. It could be like a series where like today we're at Suncorp Stadium. We're trying the chicken tenders. I'll tell you what, if we get enough super chats, we can make that happen. If we get enough super chats, we can make that happen, that's for sure. Minutes remaining in this first half. New Zealand 0, Philippines 1. It's been a pretty tightly contested match so far. But New Zealand will be frustrated, I think, in being in a losing position here. Coastwatch snack ball. Coastwatch football scran vlogs. There you go. I think I like Spencer's one there. Coastwatch snack ball. No worries, Josh. Have a good one, mate. How much injury time you reckon I'll have here? At half time, make sure you stick around at half time. We are going to be playing today's griddle game. We're going to be playing today's griddle, which for those that don't know is an A-League quiz game. It's a daily A-League quiz game, and I haven't played it for today, so I waited intentionally to play it live on stream here today. So stick around at halftime. We're going to be playing griddle, and you can watch me struggle to think of A-League plays. I'm going to say we get like, I'll tell you what, I think we get like 4, I'm going to go 5. I'm going to go 5 minutes of added time, because we had that stoppage with the referee at the start. At technical delay. 4. Okay, it's 4. There you go. It is 4 indeed. It is 4. Nama says, can someone tell me what happened to Morgan Schneiderlin? Apparently West United wanted him. Yeah, there was a rumor. there was a rumour floating around with Western United and Morgan Schneiderlin. It'd be a great signing for them, wouldn't it? But we haven't really heard anything. Hey, so yeah, I feel like if he was going to join Western, I feel like we would have heard something by now. We're a decent way into the transfer window. Nothing yet, so we'll see. Snack watch football. I do like that as well. Snack watch football. Coast watch snack ball. Snack watch football. Welcome back to Snack Watch. Nah, that's got a nice ring to it. That's probably already a thing. Someone's probably already coined that. Snack Watch. Philippines in a good position here to go one more. The strike. Oh, dude, that was a decent effort on goal from Gilu. Or Guilu. Might be getting that pronunciation wrong. Left-footed strike was decent. Did it take a slight deflection, maybe? It drifted to the left. That was a good hit. Okay. Oh no. Butter, who's at the stadium tonight in Wellington, says can't get back. I assume get back with my food. And some people stole my seat. Oh my goodness, Butter. Hopefully you get your seat back. Drama in Wellington Regional Stadium as Butter's trying to look for a seat. We've only got a couple minutes remaining here at halftime. We're going to be jumping in to play some griddle. We'll talk about some of the games coming up tonight and over the coming days as well. Have a little bit of a chat about the Australia game as well. I know many of us are excited for that Australia-Nigeria game in just over 48 hours' time. Don't you love that when you have the seat on the edge of the row? Get that leg room. It's great. And when the game finishes, if you want to make an early escape, if you want to make a quick escape when the game finishes and beat the traffic, you're straight out there if you're on the end of the row. You're gone. It's great. Minute and a half left in the first half. 4 minutes total injury time. New Zealand have been frustrated here so far by Philippines. I think that's the headline so far. They've dominated possession, but it's the Philippines. Bolden, who took our opportunity very well. Very well. Late free kick here. Long range free kick here for New Zealand. An opportunity. One more opportunity here. Bowen's going to send it in. A goal would be big here. A goal would be big, just to give some good energy to New Zealand heading into the break. It's a long delivery, though. She's 40 metres out. It's deep. It's towards Wilkinson, but it'll be cleared away there. Bowen to send it long again, this time looking for the wing. It's cut off again. Philippines are getting themselves on the end of everything here today. Seconds remaining in this half. New Zealand still committing these numbers forward, looking for this late first half goal. Delivery's all right towards Wilkinson. Bot can't control. Percival goes to hit. Dangerous, dude. This is hanging up in the box. What can they do? Can they get a shot? Percival strikes. Not enough power on it, and that might well take us to halftime. Impressive showing for the Philippines so far today. They lead the co-hosts 1-0. Bolden with the strike. As the two teams go into the halftime. Sheds, what do you guys make of that game so far? Slightly lackluster from New Zealand. And I'll tell you what, worth considering. I mean, this is a game. This is a completely different complexion to the Norway-New Zealand game, the first game. Oops. This game's a bit different. New Zealand were having to sort of weather the storm a lot in that Norway game. They were having to do a lot of defending. But in this game, they're heading into it as favourites really, and they're controlling a lot of the ball. And Philippines are the underdogs here, in front of a strong New Zealand favouring crowd. So 1-0. So this second half is going to be very intriguing indeed. Spencer says New Zealand need a 4-5-1 formation. Get some attack going. It's almost what they're playing. It does sort of shift around. On the team sheet, it says a 4-4-2. It does say 4-4-2. Spencer says update on the Brizzy Fan Fest. Of course, Spencer's live at the Brisbane Fan Fest right now. So we've got Butter who's live in the Stadium of Wellington. We've got Spencer who's live for us at the Brisbane Fan Fest. Butter's back in his seat. Great to hear. 60% Philippine fans at the Brisbane Fan Fest. Quite a few Kiwis and rest of randoms. There you go. There you go. 60% Philippines fans. That's cool. That's cool. All right, well, today, very excited that you guys are here at halftime. We are going to be playing Griddle. We are going to be playing Griddle. For those that don't know, it's an A-League quiz game. It's an A-League quiz game. And again, shout out to Dom in the chat who introduced me to this one, brought this one to my attention. It's a fun one. It's a daily quiz. It's a daily A-League quiz. And we're going to pull it up on the broadcast here in just a second, and you can watch me struggle to get through some of these answers here. Spencer says still about 400 to 500 fans here at the up there in Brisbane. Blake in the chat, how's it going? Says I feel like New Zealand need to hit it over the top. Yeah, we haven't seen too many long balls, have we? How do you spell it? The game is Griddle. Griddle spelled Gridal. The website is griddlegame.com. Griddlegame.com. Oh, here we go. It's up here. Let me bear with me for a second here as we adjust the screen. And our little halftime entertainment here at Coast Watch Football is going to be to try to attempt to win this round. We played it for the first time on last night's stream. And we got all 9 right. We got all 9. Basically, how it works for those that don't know. How it works for those that don't know. You have to guess a player for these particular categories, right? These particular things. So, someone, for example, this one is someone who's played for Wellington Phoenix and Brisbane Roar. So, we're about to get into it. And it resets every day. So there's a new game every day. And look at this one. Goodness me. So we got 9 yesterday, which was a good start. Hard level is 7.8. Wow. Okay. So I haven't seen this. So hard level 7.8. And the possibilities. So this is the possibilities for each square, right? So 59. See how it says 59 in the top right? So that means there's 59 players who have 20 yellow cards and plus 2 red cards. Interesting. Okay. So, and that's also saying there's only 18 players who have played for Wellington, Brisbane. Okay, so let's get into it. So, I am not going to read the chat to avoid any answers or anything. This is going to be me playing this game right now. Or actually, I'll tell you what. I can read the chat and I can just trust you guys not to yeet any answers into there. Brisbane Roar, plus 20 yellow cards. There's probably quite a few there. The first one that comes to mind is Matt Mackay. Matt Mackay played a lot of games for Brisbane Roar, captain of the club. I'm going to say Matt Mackay. We haven't got one wrong yet. Let's see how we go. Matt Mackay, surely. There we go. Good start. Good start. Top left is down. We got Matt Mackay. Yes, thank you indeed. No spoilers in the chat. Matt Mackay. Good start. Good start. Wellington Phoenix, Brisbane Roar. A player who has played for Wellington Phoenix and Brisbane Roar. And these are players, so they don't count new signings, like signings that have just been made. There's been quite a few. Luke De Vere. Luke De Vere has definitely played for both clubs, that's for sure. Luke De Vere, there we go. Brisbane Roar, goalkeeper, clean sheets. Michael Theo, you could probably go Jamie Young. He's probably got enough as well, but Michael Theo surely has got plus 10 clean sheets for Brisbane. 42, look at that. 42, one of the goalkeeping goats of the A-League, Michael Theo. All right, good start. Brisbane's out of the way. Brisbane is out of the way. Julian says, I got one wrong on this one today. Better than yesterday. 2 wrong yesterday. 1 wrong. Let's see we go. Let's see how we go with this next column here. Melbourne City players now. So Melbourne City players with 20 plus yellow cards. Now this counts Melbourne Heart players. This counts Melbourne Heart players. The first one that comes to mind is Scott Jamieson. He's played a lot of games for City, and he's an aggressive player. There's no one else that's really sticking out that maybe would have had that many yellow cards. Maybe a Neil Kilkenny. I'm gonna go Scott. Scott Jamieson surely has. Surely Scott Jamieson. Surely, I'd be shocked if this is wrong. I'd be shocked if this is wrong. Yes, 30 yellow cards. 30 yellow cards. Okay. Wellington. A player who's played for both Wellington and Melbourne City. Player who has played for both Wellington and Melbourne City. Ooh. Your boy's stumped. How many have we got? 8 players. There's 8 players who have played for both Melbourne City and Wellington. I'm not looking at the chat. Okay, here we go. Melbourne. I might come back to it. I might come back to it and shift around. Melbourne City, Wellington. There'd be Steven Ugarkovic has signed for them, but he wouldn't count. He's only just recently signed. There'd be how many was there again? 8. That's not a lot, is it? I'll tell you what, we're gonna come back to that one. We're gonna come back to Melbourne City, Wellington. I'm a little bit stumped on that one right now. Plus 10 clean sheets for Melbourne City. Tom Glover's surely in there. Thomas Glover? Let's just go Glover. There you go. Thomas Glover. Surely, right? Yeah, 26 clean sheets. Easy. Okay, so this last column's going to be interesting. 2 plus 2 red cards. Plus 2 red cards here. So we're going to guess who has got plus 2 red cards and plus 20 yellow cards. Well, I do know that Nigel Bogard has had a lot of red cards, right? Nigel Bogard, and surely he's got plus 20. Let's go Nigel Bogard. Let's go. 10 red cards. There you go. I think he might have the record. I think that's why I thought of him. 10 red cards for Nigel Bogard. Wellington Phoenix, plus 2 red cards. Wellington Phoenix, plus 2 red cards. The first one that's coming to mind is Andrew Durante. I can't recall how many red cards he got in his career, though, but he played a lot of games for Wellington, defender. You could probably put Ben Sigmund in there as well. Andrew Durante has surely had at least 2 red cards at Wellington. He was there for a long time. Is there anyone else? Is there any real... Maybe Vince Leah? I'll tell you what, I'm going to go with my gut. I'm going to go with my instinct here. My first thought was Andrew Durante. Please. Oh, no! We've slipped. Only 1 red card for Wellington in his whole Wellington career. That's actually really surprising. That's our first slip. Andrew Durante. How many options were there? There were 7 options for that. And for this bottom right one, there's 4. There's 4 options for 10 clean sheets and 2 red cards. Is it just goalkeepers? It's just goalkeepers, right? Oh, it does say goalkeeper. Surely Danny Vukovic, right? It's got to be Danny Vukovic. It's got to be one of them, surely. 2 red cards. Sweating, bro. Sweating. All right. Okay, we've slipped once. We've only slipped once this game. Let's try and finish strong here. We need to think of a player. Here's our last one here. This is our second ever game of Griddle. We got 9 yesterday. Today we're going to finish with at least 7. There's 8 players who have only ever played for Melbourne City and Wellington Phoenix. Oh, bro. Okay, I'll tell you what my tactic is for stuff like this. I go by position. So are there any goalkeepers that have played for both clubs? Philip Curto hasn't. Glenn Moss hasn't. Italiano, no. What about defenders? Midfielders. Wow, dude. I'm usually okay with this stuff too. Like I'm knowing what players have played for different clubs. I don't want to get this wrong too. I don't want to slip twice in one game. There's one that could be. Manny Muscat definitely played for Wellington. I feel like he played for an Australian club for one season, and I can't recall if it was Melbourne City or not. Manny Muscat. I legitimately can't think of anyone else. I'm going to look up after this who has played for Wellington and Melbourne City. Manny Muscat is coming to mind. He might have played for Melbourne City, or was that during the Hart days? Manny Muscat. He played like one or 2 seasons, I think, for City. But there's got to be others. Why can't I think of anyone else? Oh, dude. It's actually crazy. This is crazy. Oh. Has Scott Galloway played for Wellington? Has Scott Galloway played for Wellington? No, let's go Manny Muscat. We'll go Manny Muscat. I think he has. I think he has played for City. Manny Muscat. Yes. Oh, dude, we came in clutch at the end. All right, I can finally read the chat. What are we saying here? Barry's in the chat. How's it going? It's a rough middle row, says Dom. It was indeed. There's some tricky ones in there. Hey. Cameron's in the chat, says, hey, Lockie, how are we doing? I'm now living in Sweden. Cameron. Excited for you, man. That's awesome. Melbourne Heart technically counts. Wow, dude. That's crazy. So I want to know, can we go to Ultimate A-League here and see who has played for let me bring this out for you guys. I want to see who has played. This is Ultimate A-League, a great website for like A-League player stats and everything. I want to see, how do I find out like who's played for 2 clubs? I don't even know how to do that, man. I don't even know if there's like a way to look for that. If you guys know, let me know. But 18 players. Was that 8? Oh, no, it was 8. It was 8 players, right? Anyway, we'll do that later. So, there you go. A fun game of griddle. That was my first slip. Who did I slip on again? I slipped on Andrew Durante. So, Manny Muscat. What else are we saying here? Scott Wooten. Scott Wooten's only played for Wellington in the A-League. I do know that. GG's elite ball knowledge. She's dumb. Krishna for +2 in Wellington. Has he got +2 Reds? Wow. Man. I would have thought Andrew Durante has had so many appearances has made so many appearances for Wellington, right? I'm going to look that up. I'm going to look up how many appearances Andrew Durante has had. I could have sworn he would have had at least 2 red cards, right? I'm looking it up now. Durante. Oh my gosh, dude. Durante played at Wellington for like 10 years. He literally played at Wellington from 08-09 till the 18-19 season. I'll prove it. This is oh my gosh, I don't know why it's so zoomed in. This is let's not worry about that actually. Can't be bothered to figure that out. He's played for 10 years for Wellington. I was like, surely he's had at least 2 red cards. He's only had 1. But anyway, that was fun. We're back tomorrow. We'll play next tomorrow's griddle again at halftime in our Spain-Zambia stream. Some tricky ones, eh? Julian got said he got stumped on that 2 red card question. Yeah, it's a tricky one, isn't it? It's a tricky one. Especially the goalkeeper one was tricky, right? Like Danny Vukovic, I think. I'd imagine a lot of people would have said Danny Vukovic. I can't think of many other goalkeepers who have had many red cards. But hey, we're about to get underway once again for this second half. The team's back onto the pitch. New Zealand are going to kick us off. It is New Zealand 0, Philippines 1. New Zealand, can they come back in this second half? We are underway, ladies and gentlemen. Please no spoilers in the chat. Be courteous to the other viewers in the stream. And as always, thanks so much for tuning in, you guys. Thanks so much for being here and hanging out and making this a fun community of like-minded football fans from around Australia, from New Zealand, from around the globe. We got Cameron, who's over in Cameron's over in Sweden right now. Butters at the game in Wellington. Spencer's is at the fan festival in Brisbane. All over the place. Kovic. Dom said I went for Kovic bottom right and it was only one red. Good shout though. Ante Kovic. I can't think of many keepers who have had many red cards. Maybe Michael Theo. Maybe Galakovic, just because they've played a lot of games. My thing is, when I can't think of anyone, like the whole reason why I guessed Andrew Durante is because I was like, he's played a lot of games. Like, I don't know if he's had more than 2 red cards, but he's played a lot of games for Wellington, and he's a defender. So it's like, chances are he's probably... That's phenomenal. So in 10 years at one club, as a defender, he's only picked up 1 red card, which seems very low. Okay, so New Zealand, an early corner here, and it is, they've already made a halftime substitution here. Chances on the field for the Kiwis. Spencer is coming in with an update here from the Brisbane Fan Fest. The breeze is blowing and it is chilly. Cameron Gascalchi. I thought he had another red. He only had 1. So, Percival. Another corner delivery. This one is high. Good delivery. That appealing for a penalty, but it's going to go the other way. So it's a free kick to Philippines in their own box. So, again, another bright start to the half for New Zealand, but that corner delivery was a little bit better, but again, it just missed everyone. Percival just needs to be a little bit more accurate with these deliveries and these set pieces, and they could find this goal. We do know they've got Hannah Wilkinson up there through the middle, who will put away an opportunity if it comes her way. There's been 2 changes, in fact, for New Zealand. 2 changes. It's the wide players too. Riley and Hassett have come off. That's a good run down the right. It was Hand making the run, and there's going to be a yellow card here. Strong foul. Strong challenge there from Angie Beard, the Western United player, who brought down Hand. Did she even touch her? The reverse angle made it look like she didn't even touch her. Dude, I don't think she touched her. Dude, was that a dive? I don't know, man. Total Joker's in the chat. How's it going, Total? Or Joker? Do you mind if I just call you Joker? That feels a bit more appropriate than like Total. Hey, Total. New Zealand starting lively indeed. This is a good start for New Zealand. So Chance is on the field. Longo's on the field. Olivia Chance, Annalise Longo. Both in wide areas here for New Zealand. We'll be hoping to contribute to the attack in the second half. I like that from New Zealand. Making early changes here. Halftime changes. Chance with the free kick. Left-footed delivery. Too close to the keeper. That was a poor delivery. Deliveries have let New Zealand down today so far. That wasn't well delivered at all. There wasn't really anyone. It wasn't a handy flight path for any of her teammates. Joker. Yeah, we'll go with Joker. All right. We expect New Zealand to be dominating possession even more in the second half now that Philippines are looking to hold on to this lead. Philippines, desperate for the 3 points. This is really a must-win game for the Philippines. So they'll be defending for their lives here. Ali Riley. Back for Longo. New Zealand building. Can keep going here, but it's going to be cleared. Clearance stats are racking up here for Philippines. Tunley's just joined. Philippines upset. I guess you could call it an upset too, considering that New Zealand are the home side and coming off that win against Norway. So, yeah, for sure. For sure, I would consider this an upset win. They've been very good so far. Very good so far, the Philippines. Space forward here for Stott. Nice play from Stott. She's still going. She's lost possession. Should have released it for the pass. That was a good move. CJ Bott with the long ball. And it's a good one to Chance. On the left wing, has got a bit of space. Chance. Go short. Stott, who's remained forward. Riley has 5 teammates. There's 5 New Zealand players in the box right now. They are queuing up. Stott's going to deliver. Headed away. This is already feeling like the final 10 minutes of a game. It's got that vibe about it. Philippines are just sitting back. And New Zealand are beginning their bombardments of the defense. Longo, Stott, Riley, New Zealand looking to go around the Philippines. Left side, Chance's delivery. Takes a deflection. And that's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner. Opportunity here for New Zealand once again from the set piece. Can this delivery work out for them this time? Hannah Wilkinson has been a passenger for most of this game so far. Can Percival find her? Closer to the keeper. Punched away and cleared away. Well done, Davies McDaniel. Strong on goals there. Oh, mistake at the back. Philippines could be in. Ali Riley recovers well and gives it away again. Ali Riley, a couple of mistakes in a matter of seconds. And it is finally back with Essen in goals. Nervy. A little bit nervy there for a second there for New Zealand. Dom says Stajic knows how to set up a good defense. It's looking very solid tonight, isn't it? I think we're overdue from an update from Butter, says Spencer. The people who stole my seat are back. This is an entertaining situation, but we're gripped. We're gripped with this one regarding Butter and his seats. For those that don't know, Butter in the chat here, Butter is at the stadium right now for this game. He's in Wellington. Tanley says, "Love the Philippines jersey. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. It's nice. It's the white away kit, but it's got the blue and yellow touches to it." Someone in the chat, I can't recall who it was, compared it to the Argentine kit. So I got those vertical blue stripes with the white, which is a little bit reminiscent of Argentina and their classic home kit. That's right, Spencer. That's right, Spencer. A win for New Zealand. And they could be the first team to qualify for the knockout rounds, which is pretty remarkable, right? Pretty remarkable. Another poor giveaway here. Philippines win the ball high up the park. And they won a throw. We saw a packed stadium in Auckland 5 days ago for the opening match between New Zealand and Norway. And that home crowd helped the Ferns get across the line. This time around in Wellington. Very strong crowd again. They need to get behind their team here today. They are down. This has been a very, very professional performance from the Philippines up to this point. Aussie's here. How's it going? Good to see you in the chat. A draw can do it as well. A draw wouldn't quite qualify them. A draw would take New Zealand to 4 points in the group. We do know Switzerland are behind on 3 points. Switzerland and Norway, their game takes place half an hour after this one. And a win for Norway would bring them to 3 points. So if this was to draw, if this was to end in a draw, then New Zealand would only be a point ahead. So we could still see both Norway and Switzerland go through. Yeah. So it's certainly not job done for New Zealand. And even though they got the win in the first game, there's almost a slight hint of concern here, because if they lose here, then they need to get a result against Switzerland. And that's going to take a big effort. Chance for New Zealand. Wins a corner. She's been good. Olivia Chance has been good since coming off the bench. Predicting a pen from this corner. Fifth corner of the game for New Zealand. Wilkinson, can they find her? She's got the height, she's got the strength. She scored against Norway. Percival with yet another delivery. Her fifth corner. Oh, she goes short. Or back, rather. To Bot, who swings it in. Oh, my gosh. Best chance of the game for New Zealand. Hannah Wilkinson. Well, we're just talking about her. That was her chance. The delivery was beautiful. Davies McDaniel, the Philippines keeper, committed to it and completely missed it. What a moment that could be, not just in this game, but in the tournament for New Zealand. That's huge. That is huge. A massive miss from Hannah Wilkinson. Will New Zealand come back to rue that missed opportunity? That's a big one. It's a big one. You'd expect her to take that kind of chance, man. Just a header on target and it's in. Header on target and it's in, man. So New Zealand reset again from the back. Riley inside for Percival. New Zealand committing plenty of players forward. That's another wayward pass from the back from New Zealand. These mistakes aren't helping them at all. Harrison forward for the Philippines. Well done, CJ Bott, using her strength there. They can drive forward here through the middle. Longo to the right. Did well there. Controlled the ball, looked up, found the pass. It's been composed play from New Zealand. But that is not a composed pass at all. Another mistake. Another mistake, this time from Stott. Pass goes out for a throw. What game are you watching tomorrow? We will be live tomorrow for Spain v Zambia for the full Coastwatch Football live stream schedule. Head to the community tab. The post is there. Went up earlier today. Tomorrow we will be live for Spain v Zambia, which kicks off at 5:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. All teams in Group A end on 4 points. Can that happen? I think it probably can't it? It could happen. It could happen, actually, that they could all end on 4 points, hey? Forward ball. Wilkinson's going to get onto the end of this almost. Oh, well done. Davies McDaniel out for that one. The goalkeeper had to be quick off her line. Wilkinson was going to get to that one first. That was a good burst of pace from Hannah Wilkinson. Chance here. Hands delivery. It's going to miss Wilkinson. And it's going to be cleared away. It's going to be cleared away. Yeah, 3 games on tomorrow. 3 games on tomorrow. The first one's at 3 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Japan v Costa Rica. Japan v Costa Rica. Must-win game for Costa Rica there. We're going to be live for the watch-along of Spain v Zambia. Zambia, huge underdogs in that game. They struggled going down 5-0. And that's going to be a foul. That's a clumsy foul from Chance, who left a leg in on the keeper there, which seemed unnecessary. The final game tomorrow will be an intriguing one as well. Canada and Ireland take place in the late match tomorrow, which will be interesting. Tanley says, I just rewatched the goal. Is it the keeper's mistake? I think so. It wasn't defended well from the defenders. They should have gotten up for that header a little bit better. They weren't contesting well enough. And Essen, the keeper, definitely should have saved it. It was really right in her vicinity. It was right in her direction. So, should have made a save, for sure. Forward come New Zealand. Bowen has made a big run here from centre back. Now she's at the right wing. Back to Steinmetz. The bot. Numbers forward. Again, it's not the right delivery. Philippines have have made so many interceptions today, Philippines. So many interceptions. And Cameron asks, is Philippines winning an upset? I feel like it is, just because New Zealand have this home support. And because New Zealand are coming off that win against Norway, I would say so. I would say so. Alan Stadrich is stressing on the sidelines. Big time. He's stressing. Ooh, heavy challenge from Bot. On Eggsvik. Substitution here for the Philippines. Eggsvik is coming off for the Philippines. Their first change of the game. Isabella Flanagan's coming on. Ghost in the chat. Hey, Goat. How you going, mate? How's your Tuesday going? New Zealand is higher in FIFA ranking, according to Time. There you go. I was Julian. I was saying a similar thing before. Julian says, I love seeing Stadrich with the wool beanie and long coat. Looks like he's going to the ski fields. He looks like he's really, really cold. I'm pretty sure he had the same getup for the Switzerland game the other day in Dunedin. Oh, ball four is good for hand. Oh, off the post. Off the post. Great chance. New Zealand, so close again. Jackie Hand, who's been very lively tonight. It was onside too. What a ball, though. What a pass. What a pass from Olivia Chance. She's been unreal since coming off the bench. Jackie Hand got to it and hits the post, and it goes back to the keeper. Man. Indeed it is. Yes, it is the first round 2 game. This is the first round 2 game. The second match day is underway from this point onwards. Vida was jumping up and down celebrating. Thought it had gone in, eh? What an opportunity. So in the last several minutes, 2 incredible opportunities for New Zealand. Hannah Wilkinson's header going over the crossbar. Jackie Hand's shot striking the post. It's almost rolled through here, but again, it's Davies McDaniel who holds the ball. Man, the striker is outnumbered indeed. I mean, Hannah Wilkinson just needs more support. New Zealand needs a goal indeed. New Zealand needs a goal. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. This game is still finely balanced. Plenty of time. Even a draw here for New Zealand is a good result heading into that final game against Switzerland. A draw here would be great for New Zealand. But they are still in a losing position, which it's not where they want to be, because if they end up losing to Switzerland, that could be it. They could be out. It all depends on what happens in the next game as well. Regarding Norway, it'll be real, dude. Norway could lose after this match. Norway could lose to Switzerland, which would pretty much rule them out. I think. Yeah, it would. It would if this result stays. If Norway lose next up, they're out, which is crazy. That would be the first big upset for the tournament. And if that happens, it probably does favour. Then it'll be between Philippines and New Zealand in terms of who goes through with Switzerland if they get the win against Norway tonight. Plenty of time. Plenty of time for the Kiwis. The football fans. Longo. But numbers forward yet again for New Zealand. Execution needs to be right here in the final third for New Zealand. Chance off the left wing as player central. Goes towards goal. See what I mean, man? See what I mean by execution? Good area of the pitch. Olivia Chance, she's been very good in the second half. But the cross just floated straight towards the goalkeeper. It was close again, Spencer. Boy, oh boy. Captain Loves in the chat. How's it going? Says, I'm in the city watching it at Fed Square, dude. How's the vibes down there at Fed Square? Big turnout? Big turnout? Still in play here. Wilkinson delivering. It's in. New Zealand hit the equaliser. Does it count? Was it kept in play? It's been awarded. And New Zealand have the equaliser. Dude, there's scenes in Wellington. Jackie Hand heads it home. And I tell you what, I want to see the replay here. There will be a hint of, did this ball go out of play? But New Zealand have equalised. Jackie Hand, it's been coming. It's been coming, and that's a big goal for New Zealand. Huge goal for New Zealand. Did the ball go out of play? Did Hannah Wilkinson keep it in? Spencer, who's up at the Brisbane Fan Fest, say it's going crazy. Dom says it's surely offside. Well, that's a... Ooh. Oh, it's so close. Oh, it's so close, dude. Did the ball go out of play there? It looks like it's just on the line. They're going to have to really zoom in on this one. Wonderful goal, though. The header was superb from Jackie Hand. I think she kept it in. I reckon Wilkinson's kept that ball in play. So it's just a matter of, was it offside? And it's a good question. Oh, dude, that was so close to rolling out of play. So a nervous wait here for New Zealand. Did this goal count? Is this goal going to stand? It's fine margins. I think it's been awarded, has it? Has it been rubbed off? Has it been rubbed off? I think it's been rubbed off. Dude, it's so close, that offside. Is that offside? Is it offside? I think it is. Oh, it's millimeters. We've seen some really close offsides this tournament. Man, dude. Was it offside or was it out of play? I think it's offside. Yeah, it is. So the goal's going to be rubbed off here. The goal's going to be rubbed off. Yep, they on the broadcast here, no goal, offside. I'd love for them to show us the lines as well. Wow, okay. So 20 minutes remaining. New Zealand thought they had the goal back, but Hannah Wilkinson was millimeters offside. Dude, this has been a game of fine margins. New Zealand have come so close, and that was the closest one yet. No way, says Captain LF. Her head was just ahead of her shoulder, says Dom. Oh my gosh, dude, it's so close. Meanwhile, Philippines have made a double change. Quezada and Barker have left the pitch, being replaced by Anis and Randall. So, New Zealand have witnessed the ball end up in the back of the net. They've visualized it, literally. Can they make it reality? For real this time? Or can Philippines hit a second? Philippines haven't had a... Oh, there's a late collision there on Bowen. New Zealand to play on. Steinmetz again. What is that? Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm getting frustrated now with this poor execution from New Zealand. They were much better against Norway. Much better against Norway. This has been quite poor in the final third from New Zealand. They've dominated the game. They've had the ball. And Philippines have really had a chance. But New Zealand are getting in the areas and should have scored by now. Okay, they're showing us the lines here. Oh, dude, it's so close. It's like her ear. Dude, her ear's offside. Dude, her ear's offside. I've never seen an ear offside. Hannah Wilkinson's ear was past the defender. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, dude. Agonizingly close for New Zealand. Agonizingly close. So we play on. We play on. It was indeed overturned, Tan Lee. It was indeed an offside call on Hannah Wilkinson in the lead up to that New Zealand goal. Kiwis have to come again. Chance down the left. Olivia Chance again. Once again. Yet again, man. Wayward cross yet again. It's not just Philippines' organised and strong defence that have kept New Zealand at bay. It's their own. It's their own doing as well. New Zealand tonight, unfortunately, they've been very, very wasteful. Lacked quality in the final third. They're in possession yet again. Good challenge in the middle of the park. Oh, that's a what? That's not a free kick, dude. Free kick to New Zealand. That was a great win of the ball, I thought. Here's the replay. Oh, no, good call. Good call. I stand corrected. Good call. Good call. Cowart, the defender for Philippines. I thought she got to the ball first, but she didn't. She brought down the player. Okay. Free kick delivery's decent. Wilkinson straight into the hands of Davies McDaniel, who has had the ball so many times today. Oh, man. Good rise from Wilkinson. There's another chance from her. But it's straight to the hands of the keeper. New Zealand 0. Philippines won. 15 minutes remaining in regular time. Philippines can't muster another attack moving forward. I don't think Philippines have had a single shot in the second half. Philippines have had no way of getting forward. It's been all about defense for them. All about defense. And holding on to this 1-goal lead. And credit to them. They took their chance. Bowen, who scored that header, which feels like an eternity ago. Oh, here's a forward pass. It's a good release for Chance. 3 players forward for New Zealand. Chance down the left. Can she get the delivery right this time? She holds up the ball. Waits for teammates. Probably the correct decision, but the pass back has missed everyone. Come on, man. Butter, who's at the game, says 32,357 in attendance. Very nice. Very solid crowd in Wellington tonight. Spencer says, I hate to say it, I see this being the final score. The way it's going. The way it's going? Yeah, I think it might well be. Aussie asks, is that a Prem ball in the background? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. From... what season is it from? That Premier League ball in the background is from the 2020-21 season. It's a few years old. Okay. Yeah, we've got an A-League ball from a couple of seasons ago and a Premier League ball from a few seasons ago as well. In our backdrop there, along with a Mariners members cap, an Australian scarf, and a Mariners member scarf. Man, surely New Zealand are going to equalise late here. It's got to happen, right? Wilkinson. Longo. Chance. Substitutes combining. Riley. Chance. Back for Riley. Forward pass. Ooh, I liked the idea, but it didn't work out. I liked it, though. Who do you support in the Premier League? I'm a Tottenham Hotspur fan. Another attack breaking down for New Zealand on that occasion. And with 12 minutes remaining in regular time, it's starting to get a little bit nervy now for the Ferns. This crowd needs to get behind them. Needs to carry their team to the end here. There could be an opportunity here for Philippines to attack down the left wing. An early long ball is going to be dealt with. And here's Wilkinson. Here's a chance for the Ferns to attack. Wilkinson needs support. They're streaming forward here, New Zealand. Space in the middle for Steinmetz, who's got a player coming in. Well challenged there. How many times have we seen? I'd love to see New Zealand's pass accuracy. To be fair, I guess it would be all right. They've played a lot of accurate passes just, between defenders and stuff, but in advanced positions in the opposition half, pass percentage would be low, surely, right? Yeah. Captain's a Chelsea supporter. Aussie's an Aston Villa supporter. Ooh, Wilkinson's gone down there. It looked soft. She's appealing for a foul, but it did look soft. Two more substitutions preparing to come on for the Philippines as they look to hold on to this lead. Much of the focus has been on New Zealand tonight, but it's a huge, huge, huge opportunity here for Philippines to pick up their first win in tournament history. But New Zealand throwing. A little bit of desperation now from New Zealand. They're really trying to get numbers forward now. Steinmetz. Long ball. Steinmetz's delivery has been very, very poor today. Unfortunately, a very, very poor game from the New Zealand midfielder. Long go. Wilkinson flicks it on, and keeper will claim that. Man, we're in the final 10 minutes. We're in the final 10 minutes. Of course, Spencer's a Raw supporter. I reckon Captain L's a victory supporter. Considering you're in Federation Square, I'm going to guess victory. Ooh, nice shop inside there. So, New Zealand. Again, committing numbers forward. Riley has Chance out to the left. Chance comes inside. Stott still for Chance. Who's going to hit? And it's going to sail over the crossbar. I didn't mind that choice to have a shot there. But just got under it a bit too much. That was always rising from Olivia Chance. Hey, Lockie, what team did you just put? I know, right? Like, it's not obvious, hey? To be honest, to be fair, I guess I don't have any Tottenham gear in the back, do I? But it's all about the Mariners, isn't it? So, some more changes here for the Philippines. Goal scorer Bolden's coming from the pitch. Took her chance very well in that first half with that headed goal. Again, they're showing the replay of it, and I just can't get over that mistake from the New Zealand goalkeeper, Essen. I mean, how she didn't manage to keep that out. Cowett and Bolden coming off for the Philippines. Bugay and Freles coming on for the Philippines. For the final moments of this match. Meanwhile, New Zealand, it's one more throw of the dice, and there's a piece of paper. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a piece of paper being handed out to New Zealand players on the pitch. New tactics, perhaps. It's Jail who's coming to the pitch to replace Percival, who is wearing the captain's armband tonight. Captain's armband will now go to Ali Riley. So, New Zealand need to get a move on here. According to the broadcast, 12 shots from New Zealand, only a quarter of those on target, and a poor release from the keeper. Almost handed Philippines another chance. Bowen under pressure. They've got players free out to the right-hand side if they can get a switch on here, New Zealand. Bowen opts to go down that left wing. Doesn't find a teammate. This is a very bizarre play from New Zealand. These passes have just been quite random and not very accurate. There you go. Captain Elf supports Adelaide. Aussie says, I can confirm what the paper says. Score. Just attack. That's right. Ooh, little coming together there between CJ Bott and Amy Harrison. Sorry, Angie Beard, my bad. Interesting. Marcus is here. How's it going? Marcus says, who scored and how? Bolden scored for the Philippines. It was a header following a set piece. And she did really well. She rose high and headed it home, but it was right at the goalkeeper, the New Zealand keeper, who really should have kept it out, but it ended up falling into the net. Philippines. Good chance here. Long range strike is going to go wide. One more goal here from the Philippines, and that'll do it. That'll do it for them. We'll be live tomorrow for Spain v Zambia. Spain v Zambia. Very impressive performance in their first group stage game. Spain. Big win against Costa Rica. Can they rack up the goals once more against Zambia tomorrow? Vanguard's back in the Philippines in the chat. Who's your favorite AFL team? I'm a GWS Giants supporter. "86 minutes have expired. Still no goals for New Zealand. They had one ruled off a while ago in this half. It's coming, man. We're going to keep the faith for our neighbours over there in New Zealand. Is this an offside here? It's definitely offside. Philippines. They thought they had a second there, but it definitely was offside, wasn't it? It definitely was offside. Ozzy says, you should do a griddle again after the game. I would love to, but unfortunately with the griddle game, you can only do it once per day. You can only do it once per day, unfortunately. So, we'll be doing the next griddle tomorrow during the Spain-Zambia game. So make sure you're at the Spain-Zambia stream tomorrow, which is kicking off from 5:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. Dom's a GWS fan too. There you go. Long ball here for New Zealand. Riley. Back for Longo. Good switch of play. There's space here for Bot. Blocked cross. Still on. Is this the chance? Again, it's through to the keeper. Through to the keeper. They haven't necessarily had heaps of shots, New Zealand. Only 12 up to this point. They need to give their strikers more opportunities on goal here. Jackie Hand's going to chase this one down. But Harrison's going to get there first. Very good. Very, very good tonight in defense, Philippines. Beard, Cowart, Long, Harrison, these players have been really disciplined at the back, organised. Have not made a mistake in defence tonight, the Philippines. If this is going to indeed end in a win to the Philippines, it's going to be off the back of their solid defence, which has been impenetrable tonight. New Zealand really need to go for it here. Final moments. Bowen forward from centre-back. Forward pass is cut off. It's fallen for Longo. Is that a handball? I don't know, bro. It looked like a chest. It looked like a shoulder. Let's have a look here. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. It was a handball. Oh, mate. No worries, Spencer. Hope you enjoyed your time at the Brisbane Fan Fest. Aussie says, just did mine 5 out of 9. Not bad. Not bad. Okay. How much injury time do you reckon we'll have? How much injury time do you reckon we'll have? I'm going to say there hasn't been many stoppages aside from the disallowed goal and some subs. I don't know if there's been any injuries this half. I'm going to say 5 minutes. I'm going to say we get 5 minutes. I think anything more than that, and that's it's pushing it. Who knows? I think the other day I said like, oh, it'd probably be like 3 or 4, and I was like 9. So I could be way off, but I'm gonna say 5 minutes of injury time here. Cross is blocked, and it's gonna be a corner. Here we go. Here we go. That's right, Valhoon. New Zealand upset Norway, and Philippines upset New Zealand. 5 minutes. We got it bang on. We got it bang on. We got it bang on. 5 minutes. The New Zealand coach is not happy about that. She's complaining about that to the fourth official. So, delivery from Chance is good. Oh, Wilkins. I thought I was going in. I thought that was going in from Wilkinson. Another chance for Hannah Wilkinson. She's had her opportunities tonight. She just didn't get the right contact. That was always going wide. Just skimmed off her head there. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 5 minutes of injury time. 5 minutes for New Zealand to rescue something here. They really need to as well. They've got Switzerland in the final game. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. Jal delivers. Wilkinson's there again. Can Chance keep it in? I think that's in. No, goal kick. Minute has expired already in injury time. Philippines on the brink of their first ever World Cup win. This is a history-making evening for the Philippines team. I know the pain, Charlie, who says it's annoying because on TV it looks like it's going in, but it's nowhere near close to going in. It looked, it was sailing wide. It was going to the left, and I was like, that's going in. But you look at the other angles, and it was never going in. Ooh, almost a mistake with shaky back pass there from Stott. 2 minutes have expired. 3 minutes remaining in this game. 3 minutes for New Zealand to rescue this one. Bowen. For Bot. CJ Bot's delivery's decent. Jail! Oh, what a save! What a save! What a save. That is one of the saves of the tournament. From Davies McDaniel. She was just onside. What a save. That's incredible. Not only has Philippines' defense been immense, but their goalkeeper has been incredible. Ball comes in, punched away once again. Davies McDaniel. Chance can deliver again. Good cut. Back for Stott. Still on. Surely. Get the shot away. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Desperation in the box. Oh, I can't believe that save. That's a phenomenal save from the goalkeeper. What a save. We love it in the chat. We love it. 2 minutes remaining. Less than 2 minutes now. Bot has a shot from 40 meters out, and it was on target. But you're not going to beat Davies McDaniel from that far out. That was a really, really disappointing. I'll tell you what, if I'm a New Zealand fan, I'm spewing about that one, that decision to have a shot from that far out. Both teams desperate here at the end. Philippines want to hold on for this historic win. New Zealand need to get something out of this game. Otherwise, it could be tricky for them to go through to the knockout rounds. They have Switzerland up next. Philippines have Norway. There'll be tough games for both sides. 1 minute remaining. Seconds are ticking by for New Zealand. Philippines have been immense. This has been one of the most heroic defensive performances of the tournament. Need to get it forward here. Steinmetz. Again, it's wayward. Steinmetz has had an absolute shocker here today in midfield. An absolute shocker. She's given the ball away every time. Long for Wilkinson. She misses it. 20 seconds left. They're running out of time. Philippines are going to win. The Philippines are going to win. Riley goes long. Is there one more chance? It's going to roll through to the keeper. Philippines are going to win. And the drama of Group A doesn't end. The drama in Group A. 5 minutes expired. And that's full time. The Philippines players are celebrating like they've won the whole thing. The Philippines players are celebrating like they're lifting the trophy tonight. There's tears. There's tears of joy from Davies McDaniel, the goalkeeper. One of the most incredible defensive performances of this tournament. What a game from the Philippines. But New Zealand have been stunned in Wellington tonight. Aussie says, wow, impressive from the Philippines. It was indeed. Dom says, congrats, Philippines. Dude. Incredible performance. And this was set to be a big night for New Zealand. Coming off the Norway win. There was excitement. There was energy. And this was the game that New Zealand were looking at as the winnable game, and they've lost. They've lost. As it stands right now, there's 3 teams on 3 points in Group A. Philippines, New Zealand, and Switzerland. Norway need a result tonight. Norway need a win tonight. Norway really need a win tonight, which is going to be tough against Switzerland. If Norway lose or draw, they're bottom of the group, and it's going to be tough for them to get out. Norway need a win tonight. This win also means that it's going to be very tricky for Norway now. Crazy, man. Well, a dramatic night in Wellington. A crazy watch along. We're going to be live tomorrow for Spain v Zambia. But a historic night for Philippines. That's the main headline from this one. Guys, thanks so much for tuning into this live watch along. It has been a dramatic one. That is for sure. My name's Lucky. This is Coast Watch Football. And I'll catch you guys